Welcome to the Mud Creek Restoration Site. Conserving Carolina acquired this land in 2015 and we started restoration processes in 2018.
Let's go check out what we've been working on.
Alright, we've got some otter tracks over here. And look at all these birds.
By creating this healthy habitat, we're attracting a wide array of animals like the otters and the muskie that live here.
Throughout the property, we have these ephemeral pools, which are temporary water areas, and we have these flags here to show how they retain the water throughout the seasons. Pools like these are really important for the growth of tadpoles and other amphibious creatures.
One of my favorite things about coming to Mud Creek is that there's always so many different tracks to look for, especially after a big rain. So right here we have a coyote track, and we know that it's a coyote track and not a regular house dog pet print, is because usually you'd see a human footprint walking next to it. So we see coyote, otter, we've also seen bobcat, great blue heron. We've also seen an earthworm track, which is really funny to look at.
Here's an example of a native tree that was planted alongside some partnering organizations. We planted over 5,000 trees and shrubs across the site in the past few years.
Nice.
Is that good? Woo! This spirea is doing well. Shorebird.
Part of the work that we're doing here at Mud Creek is removing invasives like Bradford Pear. With the help of our volunteers, we've removed tons of Bradford Pear from the property, and this is an example of some of the Bradford Pear that we've removed. We create piles to create habitat spaces for birds.
Here we've got our linear wetland, which is used to treat the urban runoff, and we planted over 11,000 wetland plants here.
Here we have some live staking. We took cuts off some dormant live trees and we placed them in the bank to control erosion. And this one's leafing out nicely.
So something special about our Mud Creek site is that we have native river cane growing here on the property. And so one of the goals of the restoration projects is to expand the river cane breaks. And we do that by removing invasive and non-native species. We've been creating brush piles also, which create bird habitat. And another important thing to note is that river cane has cultural significance to Cherokee people. And so we've been working with the Cherokee Preservation Foundation to expand the river cane growth and eventually get Cherokee artisans out here to harvest the river cane.
Thanks for joining us! Thanks for joining us!
Thank you for joining us down at Mud Creek.